Okay, man, just proud of our team, really proud of our team. It's not easy to win on the road and to be undefeated on the road. That hasn't happened in 20 years, so it's a hard thing to do. And we played 4 out of our last 6 on the road. 10, we're going to be playing 10 in a row. 4 of the last 6, in hostile territory, and our team has just continued to find ways to win. This is a game of results. It's the bottom line, and we got the result that we came here for. Proud of our team for that. This is, a team that's earned everything. 34 years since we've been 12-0, and man, it's just a blessing to be a part of it. I mean, it really is. It's just awesome to be with a team that just, we don't always play perfect, but we find ways to win. And we lost the turnover margin again for the 6th time this year. And when we win the turnover margin, we're going to kill somebody. I mean, it's just unbelievable. How we make it real hard. Just some real poor things in the first half offensively, as far as good drives, and then we just thought we put the ball on the ground, but the defense was awesome in the first half, and then we second half we come out and we gave up some big plays with the defense. Had a couple of really poor busts with some big plays in long yardage situations, which people have not really thrown the ball on us very well. So credit them for that, but. Offensively, we were clicking on all cylinders, and we took the game over in the second half. And so, just proud of our team. I'll tell you, give South Carolina a ton of credit, and I told Sean that after the game. I think that's a real credit to him and the staff that those guys competed like that. I mean, their season's over today, and to see them compete like they competed, I think that's a reflection of the character of the coaches. I really believe that. I think players are a reflection of those who are coaching them, and they played with a ton of heart. They played with a lot of passion. They didn't quit. I mean, all the way to the last second, literally, they competed, and I have great respect for that. I really do. And then on that note, I wish all those guys well, and tried to tell all of them before the game. We all get caught up in a rivalry and winning and losing and all that type of stuff, but this is a profession, and you got people that don't have jobs, and people that are having a lot of anxiety, that transition with kids and things like that, and that's a difficult thing to be a part of. This is a great job, but a bad business, and that's just the way it is. I wish all those guys well. I think they've had an incredible run under Coach Spurrier and this staff, and I know they'll hire a good coach, and we'll continue to have great competitive battles with South Carolina. So, really want to commend their players and their coaches for fighting all the way to the end. Because again, I think you find out more about people when you have adversity, and they didn't quit, and that's what it's all about. For us. Offensively, 500 plus yards. Again, tell 2 halves, I thought we were tremendous in the second half. They did a good job of taking the ball, keeping us off the field in the first half. Of course, we had 2 turnovers, which didn't help, but they possessed the ball and did a good job with time of possession. Deshaun Watson, just unbelievable again. 20-27, 100-something yards rushing, 3 touchdowns. Wayne Gallman over 100 yards. We had several guys make some big plays. G-Hop, Leggett. Deion Kane, 5 games in a row with a touchdown. I think that's a freshman record. Made some huge plays for us at critical times. Made some big 3rd down conversions. But number 4 was just the difference in the game. It's just that simple. But that's what great players do. They make everybody else better. And he is certainly a great player. And then defensively, tell 2 halves. Pretty dominant in the first half, and then the second half just gave up some big plays, especially on some 2nd and longs. They got 2nd and 21, 2nd and 15, maybe 2nd and 10, and they hit some big plays on us. And then missed tackle right there at the end, just get them on the ground, put their head down. So some fundamental things that we'll have to clean up. But at the end of the day, we had a bunch of tackles for loss, and several sacks. I think Kevin Dodd had 5 tackles in the 4th quarter alone. B.J. Goodson, another big day. So a lot of good things. we continue to struggle making an extra point, but we just don't miss field goals. So I can't explain it other than probably going to go with Lacob to kick the extra points and just take that pressure off of him. That's the only thing I can say. It's kind of a mental thing. But big kick by Greg. Good job, kind of getting his composure and going out there and making a 2-touchdown game right there at the end. So proud of our team. Again, it's great to be state champs again. And I'm happy for our fans. We all know what this one means to a lot of people. And I'm really happy for our fan base that, we can kind of keep bragging rights for a little while. So that's what this game's about. Do it class, and we got bigger things to do. We've got the opportunity to go hopefully win our 15th ACC championship this week. What an opportunity for our team. 34 years since we've had 12 wins, so this team's got a chance to stand alone next week amongst Clemson greats and have 13 wins. That would be a tremendous thing, but it's going to be hard fought. We know North Carolina will be a big challenge for us, but we'll put a big plan together and we're going to be ready. It's our 10th game in a row, so we've got to kind of get ourselves dialed in and get that tank filled up one more time to go have a really tough fight on our hands up in Charlotte. But again, proud of our team. And I think everybody's okay. We didn't have any injuries. Gallman got a cramp one time, but he was able to come back in there. But so we're very fortunate there that we've been able to stay healthy as well. Any questions?
Dabo, have you ever been around a guy with less fear to make the big throw or the big run than what you see out of Deshaun when the big plays are needed?
Well, I mean, we've had, Taj Boyd was pretty big. He made a lot of big plays and big throws himself and won a ton of games here. But at this stage, this early in his career, very special. You're talking about a true sophomore, and he's just. I think he's the best player in the country. I mean, I don't know how people measure that, but I look around, I see there's a lot of great players out there, but this kid he's special. He just doesn't flinch, and he just keeps grinding, and he makes great decisions. He did miss a block on the reverse. It's really bad. We got a big play, probably out the gate, if he does his dadgum job right there. And I took the opportunity to coach him pretty hard right there. You get mad at the offensive linemen sometimes, they don't protect for you. Well, let's do your job too and make the block. But great job by that kid, getting outside and going and getting Dion on the ground. That ain't an easy thing to do, tackle Dion in open field. So it was a big play for him, but we had it set up if we just get the key block that we needed. But he's he's just a great leader, and he's very comfortable on that stage. It's what he's born to do. It's the only thing I can tell you.
Dabo, last year he played this game with a torn ACL and then had to deal with people asking him about his health the entire offseason. He's gone through 12 games, looked really good, ran a bunch this year. Was there a part of him that was like, I can't wait to show these guys, how not injury concerned I am?
Yeah. I mean, I was tired of the questions. Every time I did an interview in the preseason, it was like, well, we can't run him. I'm like, well, we have to change our offense then. That's what we do. Our quarterback has to be a factor. That's what makes everything go. And we got a back that's well over 1,000 yards. And then the combination of what we do with our ability to put, pressure on the horizontal part of the field and the vertical part of the field, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to defend us. And it's all the quarterback. Just like at any level, when you got a great quarterback with good surrounding cast, you're going to be tough to stop. And I don't know, this is probably 7 or 8 games in a row. We had 500 plus yards, 8 games in a row. And it all starts with that guy. The guys up front doing their job, and our offensive line doesn't get near the credit that they deserve. But number 4 is he's been a real field general for us, and he's made some very, very good decisions. That throw he made to Travion on 3rd down. I called timeout. I didn't like the call, and I didn't feel good about the call. So we got into a little bit more what I felt like was a better play and more options. And man, what a throw! Are you kidding me? Right into a 2-deep window with the corner sinking underneath it. I mean, he just threw a rope. But that's Deshaun. I mean, he doesn't. It's just what he does. And he does that in practice all the time. So he's just a guy that prepares very, very hard. So he doesn't feel the pressure in crunch time because he's prepared for that.